What's going on? Here we are again. Funny how we keep meeting like this. Gosh, what could we be making this week? Is it another pie? Well, yeah, it is. I'm sorry. It's another pie. We're making a sweet potato pie. Well, you can't really make a pie with any other kind of potato. That's just like mashed potatoes. I guess that's a shepherd's pie. We're making a sweet potato pie, and it is gonna be good. And you know what? It's perfect because it is that time of the year. It's fall. Whenever someone says it's that time of the year, it's always a good thing. Unlike that time of the month.
Alright, we are going to need 100 grams of flour, which is about 7/8 of a cup, 1 tablespoon of coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of this butter substitute. I'm using Smart Balance Light Omega-3, a scoop of whey, 1 egg, and 2 egg whites, and medium sweet potato, which is about 400 grams. Also, we're going to want sweetener and vanilla extract. Not even that many ingredients. So we're going to start by weighing out the flour. Like I said, 7/8 of a cup is about 100 grams. Throw in that sweetener in there because we want it sweet. Then we're just going to add our vanilla extract because you don't want the crust to taste like flour, like sweet flour. You want it to taste like crust, which is a little bit vanilla-y. Throw in that butter sub, 2 tablespoons again. Then we're just going to mix it all together. It's going to get a little bit crummy, and you're just going to mix it all up. It works a little bit better if the butter is at room temperature or even like liquid. We're going to add that egg in there, and we are just going to beat that egg. After she's all mixed up, we're going to throw her in the flour, and everything is going to get mixed into a dough. Now, if you feel that the dough is too moist or too dry, you can adjust accordingly by adding more flour or more, I guess, water would work. This is a little on the moist side, but after we put it in the refrigerator for an hour, it's going to come out perfect. Now, we want to stab some holes in the sweet potato because we're going to microwave it to cook it because it's faster, and the holes are going to allow it to cook all the way through. Be very careful with the knife and the stabbing motion. You do not want to stab your hand instead of the sweet potato. You could also use a fork to do this, but, you know, personal preference. We're going to lay out a wet paper towel, roll it up like a Chipotle burrito. Beautiful. We're going to throw that in the microwave for about 7 minutes. After it's done, look how easy that knife slides in. That's just pushing it in with one finger, like butter. We're going to cut off the skin. I suppose you could keep the skin on if you're going to throw it in the food processor, but I decided to peel her off, and everything goes into the food processor. We're going to throw in our coconut flour here, our whey, vanilla whey, some more sweetener, and our 2 egg whites. Everything gets pureed together. And preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After our dough comes out of the refrigerator, it's going to be a little bit hard, which is perfect. We'll roll it out on a floured surface. It takes a little while, a little playing around, but you know what? It's part of it. It's all about the journey. Journey to that sweet, sweet potato pie. Make sure you flour your rolling pin as well because the dough is going to be pretty sticky. You don't want it sticking to the rolling pin. You don't want it sticking to anything, really. I just like to measure it against the pan I'm going to use.
Pro tip, we're going to talk a little bit about kitchen knife. This kind of knife, as you can see with the, I don't even know what those are called in there. This is for slicing vegetables and fruits. It's a bread knife. As you may or may not have guessed, it is for slicing bread. I'm not sure what this knife is called. It'd be a perfect knife for chasing off burglars. Pro tip.
So that's going to go in the oven for 10 minutes. After it comes out, we're going to lower the temperature to 325. And we're going to add the filling to the cooked crust. Now, crust isn't cooked completely through because we're going to bake it again, but it's just cooked a little bit to begin with because we don't want to cook the pie so much that it turns into a cake. We want it kind of custardy, and then after it cools, it's going to firm up a little, and it's going to be perfect. Put it on a windowsill, in the refrigerator, who knows, who cares. Just spread that filling out evenly. You can go in the oven for 30 minutes, and that's it.
Alright guys, that's the video. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. This pie turned out outstanding, as per usual. Very easy recipe, very easy to modify, very macro friendly. Really appreciate you watching. Thumbs up would also be pretty appreciated. Any requests, leave them down below. See you next week.